Well, evening, everybody. Um, I'm sorry it's a bit bright in here in this room, but I wanted to share a little bit with you guys. Our home computer crashed, so everybody's back to using my laptop again. Um, so we've placed my laptop in here in the computer. Tried turning the light out, but it's too dark. So, um, the main thing I wanted to share with you guys today was Cheyenne's first day or first visit to the dentist. She just lost her second tooth yesterday, and the one that she lost at the bottom is coming in a little crooked, and lo and behold, I forgot to ask them about that. Kurt wanted me to do that, um, which is fine because we're going for a second visit next week anyway, a week from today. And the visit went good. Um, it was just, right up the street, so I got her from school, took her over there right after school. She loved it. She loved her experience there. She said everybody was really nice and that she'd like to go there regularly. I don't do too many kids that say they want to go to the dentist regularly. Usually kids don't like going to the dentist. And it was kind of neat how they had this set up. You don't go actually into the office with them. You stay in like this little room where they have tinted glass where the child can't see you, but you can observe and you can see what's going on the other side of the mirror, or the window. It looks like a mirror and stuff. You don't turn the lights out and things. And I forgot that I actually had a video camera in my purse. It's been so long since I did anything with YouTube, I just totally forgot. But I did mention, another mom and I were talking, that I wish that, with Cheyenne's first visit, that I had brought my phone or something to record. And then I just remembered a few moments ago before I started this video that I did have my little flip, it's like a flip camera, in my purse. But it's okay. There was nothing, it would have been kind of boring for you guys anyway. All they did was basically, do the cleaning and make a mold of her teeth and things like that. So, I think it'd probably be a little bit more interesting and be more of a first video to share when she actually has to go and get her filling done. I know there was two things they said they want to get done. She's got one little old cavity, which, given the circumstances that I haven't taken her to the dentist before, I know she's almost 7. Shame on me. I've been such a bad mom, but with not having transportation, our schedule is crazy. This week was a little bit easier, and I'm off Wednesday, and I'll have to, because they want to see her again in 6 months. So I'll have to request for that day off. Since I've got that much time ahead of time planned, I can request the day off. But next week, I'm not sure what it is exactly they're wanting to do. She said they said that she had one little old cavity, and that they also want to do like the ceilings. I guess like putting a protective coating, basically, is what they explained to me. Protective coating on her 2 permanent teeth to help prevent cavities to those permanent teeth. So, but she really enjoyed it. She wasn't scared. She was a brave little girl. I love the way they have it set up there too, where while the child is laying down and they're doing, working on their mouth and doing their thing to their teeth, there's a TV screen up there to keep them occupied, or attempt to. Um, I've still got a little bit of that cold, but and then in the waiting room, they actually started showing, or have it advertised that they're showing 3D movies. They had a 3D version of Dr. Dolittle 2 on there, and you can ask for the 3D glasses and everything. Then they have Xbox games, like it's built into the wall, and that's what she was doing for a while I was filling out the paperwork and everything and waiting to be called, which the wait was not long anyway, not long at all. And so they have it pretty nice in there in the waiting room to keep the kids occupied. I brought her little Leapster Explorer anyway, and put her new vocabulary words in it before I went to go pick her up, just in case. Or even, waiting for the bus and the bus ride. So, and one thing that just, I don't understand why, it's kind of stupid, but like Kurt said, they're starting to charge for everything anymore. But instead of crossing 4 lanes of traffic, especially with Cheyenne, I was going to go ahead and, ride. I never got off the bus. That's the main thing. I never got off. We stayed on that one bus the whole way around. I was going to go all the way around and get off on our side of the street instead of crossing the 4 lanes of traffic. And granted, closer to the college, there's easier, there's lights and stuff and to help with the crossing, like, you wait for the no walking sign and, so on. Or, the yes you can walk across sign and things like that. But after we got to Walmart, we turned around, the guys wanting to charge us again. And I didn't have the money for it. And so I had to go ahead. We went ahead and got off and called my husband, lo and behold, too. I was worried about trying to get Cheyenne there to her doctor's appointment on time. I forgot my phone. So I had to borrow a phone from the guy at the convenience store there that we got dropped off at, and called Kirk. And I didn't realize how late it was, but he was already driving into the Compassion Center for church. Cheyenne and I kind of made a day of it, and went and looked at some of the local stores, and I didn't think we had taken that long, but maybe it was probably the bus ride too. And then he made a suggestion too that I could have gotten off on the other side of the street at the convenience store. He said he was home and he could have picked us up there instead of almost down the street there by Walmart. But anyways, I'll know for next week to do it that way. But it's still hot, like summer. I've been off of work for 2 days. When was it? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Monday. I had to go in for work, and a couple of 2 or 3 co-workers were burnt. I had gotten burnt one day because I ended up, like, there was 30 minutes wait for this bus and then 30 minutes for another bus, because I take like 3 buses, and for some reason it was a little bit longer wait than usual at a couple of stops, and I had gotten burnt. And that's Little Rock weather, Arkansas weather for us here. It's weird. It's almost the middle of September, and it's like summer and pretty hot. Today's wasn't too bad though. Thankfully, with Cheyenne and everything, she would have been totally miserable, and I would have had to deal with a cranky, whiny kid because she's hot and miserable. But she did good. She actually pretty well behaved up until near the end of the second bus ride, the ride back. And a little bit during church, she was getting a little antsy. But her medication wears off in the evening. It's to be expected. So, so far she's been doing pretty good in school. I think according to what her teacher said, she only really had one day that she just wasn't focused, wasn't minding as well, and the teacher was totally surprised. She's like, what did you do with, the sweet little girl I had in class? She's like, you're not the same little girl. But really, we went to open house, and that's when I got to, communicate with her teacher a little bit too, other than the letter. A lot of stuff she was showing us were little activities and more interactive type things for behavior that they're doing with the kids in the classroom that I have read about or seen in the internet to help the children with ADHD. And I'm really glad to see that they're not singling out any specific children or anything. They're just doing it for the entire classroom. They have something like a smart board, and basically it's like putting the computer on a big screen, and they have a program on the internet type thing, and that's also an app on the phones that the kids can interact with and add points or take away points with their behavior. And then instead of like last year or last couple of years at Franklin, they had where they were changing the color cards, and if they got to can't remember what color it was. But anyways, they got to one particular color, that it would be a write-up for the day. And their goal was to stay on, a particular color. I think it was try to stay on black or something like that. Well, she's doing something now where she's trying to help them, learn about making right choices and how to fix it, and things like that everybody messes up. But look, was that a right choice? How can we fix this? Thinking a little bit more beyond just you were bad, or something like that. So really impressed with how things are going so far. And it's only a beginning of the school year. I mean, usually you would think, especially adjusting to a new teacher, a new school, new environment and everything, that we've seen some problems, or more than we have had. But she seems to be adjusting pretty good, and not acting out or anything, so that's good. So she's still doing good with school. She did good with her dentist. Can't wait for fall to kick in. Of course, fall don't last long here either. Just like spring don't last long. My two favorite seasons, because the weather is just right during those times. But it almost goes from summer to winter, or from winter to summer. So, anyways, that's my update video for now, and I'll try to remember maybe to take some video of the next dentist appointment and show y'all around a little bit if they don't have a problem with it. Alright, God bless everybody, and I hope y'all are having a great week. Emily, I'm so glad to see you back. If you see this video, maybe if you get a chance you can start making some update videos of your own. Alright, take care. God bless.